Hello, hello. How are we doing? So, in this video, sorry about that. Hang on a second. Let's shut that down. So, what we're going to talk about today is what platform you should focus on. And again, my lives and my videos are for these people. Who is my content for? What are my lives centered around? They're centered around you folks, right? There we go. You folks right here. That's who I'm doing this for. You're posting, but you're just not getting the results that you want. And what's going on, Andy? How are you? Tuhin, hello. Good afternoon. So, if you're posting, but you're not getting the income from it, if your content is solid, but the growth and reach aren't there, if you happen to know your field, but you don't know what to sell or how to structure it based on your content, I have got you. Primarily if you are 40 and over. And the reason that I work with 40 and over, because number one, that is me. And number two is the fact that I think we're the ones who don't think we have anything to offer, and we actually have the most to offer. Because there's a difference between living a real life with real experience and just sharing that online with YouTube content or Instagram content or TikTok content and faking something that you don't know or faking things that you don't have. There's a big difference between the two. And the world is screaming for authenticity right now in a time where AI is taking over everything. You can't tell what's real, you can't tell what's fake. I mean, people are making AI avatars and they're not even involved in their own videos. It's ridiculous. And the ones like us, 40 plus, who are out there being real with people, I believe, kind of like Alex Ramosi says, when everybody else zigs, I zag. Because that's the only way that you're going to stand out from other people. Is if when everybody else is out there faking something and pretending and they're just following trends, they're not. See, their whole thing is they're following trends because they want to be popular. Or the one of my favorite, and I need to put this on a, you know what? I'm going to do that right now. One of my favorite things, one of my favorite things is this right here. I'm going to make, uh, I love this saying. This is one of my favorites, and this is why I do things the way that I do. And that is this. Oh, it didn't give me what I wanted. I need a background on this so you can see what I'm talking about. But where's my background here? It's not giving me a background. Where are we here? Man, where's my background? That's sad. I wanted my. Okay, there we go. Edit text. Then we need a background. That's what we need. We need a background. And we need a color. And then we need this. And that is fine. This right here. The opposite of courage isn't cowardice, it's conformity. And that's what you see so much online is that. That's what you see online. You see conformity. You see everybody trying to be like everybody else because they want to be popular or they want to be famous or they think that that's the best way to make money. Is everyone trying to be everyone else? Everyone using the same hooks, everyone using the same AI stuff, right? And the antidote to that is to be yourself. Who wants to be themselves? Put that in the comments. If you want to be yourself and you don't want to fall for all this AI stuff. Now, look, I use AI, but I use it primarily for helping me run things. I don't use it to create a version of myself that doesn't exist, right? I use it because I want people to get the best possible visuals that they can, but I am certainly not using it to do my thinking for me. I use it to do my design work primarily, is what I use it for. But this is what, there we go. This is what is really important is, and I don't know why that's not working the way that I want it to, but look, see, this is Skool, by the way, and if you don't know what Skool is, and we're going to wrap things up here shortly because this is a short video, this is a short live today. But what we're talking about is we're talking about sharing your knowledge with other people in a way that you can make money. Because if you can simply solve problems for people, right? If you can solve problems for people, then you can make money. That's really what a business is. A business is just somebody's at point A, they want to get to point B. There's about 6 steps that you can help them get from point A to point B using your existing knowledge. And that's what we're talking about here. Now, because I've got to wrap this thing up, I am not able to go live for that long today. Here's what I'm going to show you. I am going to show you as I open this up, and I forgot my mouse died. So I am not able to use my mouse. So I'm a little bit closer to the screen than I normally would be. But this is called the cash flow path. This is where we show creators and experts 40 and up how to turn your content into monthly income without needing more views or more subscribers. And after a 7-day free trial, it's only $7 a month. Now, you're not going to become a millionaire because you spend $7 a month, but it will help you get started. And then if you want more of my help, there's other options inside of there for that as well. But this is the cash flow path. And this guy is probably one of my favorite stories inside of here because this guy is 67 years old now. I met him when he was 64 or 65. And he wasn't sure this was the type of business that he could run online. He thought that he could only, because he teaches English as a second language. He thought the only thing that he could do was to offer his services, and maybe people would pay him like PayPal or something like that, right? But he got inside of our community and learned what we do, developed his own community, and then within 6 weeks, he was making $1,300 a month. So if you want to check that out, the link is in my bio and you can check it out. I don't see any questions here as we're getting ready to wrap up. So I hope you've enjoyed the live. I know it's kind of short today. Maybe I'll go live again later tonight. I'm not sure. Just depends on what my schedule's like. But I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and we will talk to you later.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.